second text is in the penalty. You don't want to give up the foul.
PJ with a pull-up gets the 2 points! San Mig Coffee putting their fate on the shoulders of PJ Simon, and he has answered the call para kay Coach Tim Cone.
Ito si Bulls na lumabas. Jumper 16-15. Buzzer! May sobrang lamig, hindi kinakabahan. He actually wanted that basketball. He wanted to produce the numbers. He actually, look at the drive right here. He really went strong. He actually pulled up because he was covered, but he can make those jumpers from the outside.
Will waste away the time. Hatfield stretches, looking to get this stop. 8 seconds remaining in this game. Blakely makes his move. Blakely pull-up jumper. No! Ah! Rebound! PJ Simon delivers with 2.5 seconds remaining. Barangay Apple will go to final timeout.
Offensive rebound. Small man in the floor. Nakakuha ng rebound. PJ Simon.
EMAG Planet erupting inside the Smart Araneta Coliseum as we take a look at it again.
Well, you see what happens here is that a lot of spacing on the floor was created. And then, that shot by PJ Simon. Magandang depensa ni Hatfield. And forcing Marcus Blakely to take a rather poor shot. Pero nandun si PJ Simon. Watch it again. That defense of Rudy Hatfield. Step back jumper, not a good shot. Natapisan.
Pauli's on the floor. Watch out for that guy.
That's right, he's not inbounding. Aldrich Ramos is also on the floor.
Malcolm
Here we
Hill
go.
for overtime. Oh! He was fouled
It's a
by
foul.
Aguilar. So
Aguilar
Hill
was fouled.
will be taking 3 free throws.
Oh my God! Malcolm Hill
Hindi
ditched the foul. Watch it right here. Napakagap ni Hill, and that's a foul.
Clearly
That's a
a
foul.
foul there. Malcolm Hill, an 84% free throw shooter in his first 4 games para sa Star. Is there time left though? Yun ang isa pang
The first overseas stint ni Malcolm Hill, played 4 years for the University of Illinois. He's got to make 3, and he makes the first. He's got to make.
But he would mind OT right now.
Yeah.
Sa ganda ng ball
Why
game
not?
nito.
Why not?
But the Ginebra fans hoping for a miss.
And there is the second free throw.
To tie the game at 95.
And there it is.
Ice tubig ang dumadaloy sa mga ugat ni Malcolm Hill. Look at Mama Hill making his mama proud.
Alalon for the win. Yes!
Painful.
Yes!
It is just
Yes!
painful. If you're MLEX, but of course, fantastic if you are Star.
Rico, Chico Lanete brings it down. Clock ticking. Oh, there you go. Kirby Raimundo, a 3. Nothing. James Yap with the top. He gets it. There's another 3. James Yap converts from the left corner.
Unbelievable. I think that will count. I did not see the board light up. I don't know about that.
What a throw. What a stroke. Bad back and all. Sore ankles and all. James Yap.
Purefoods had no timeout, and that's the reason why they were hurrying to take the shot. I don't know. Now they're consulting the replay.
I have this gut feel that there was enough time.
I think so too. You see, keeping that ball alive, James Yap turning around, releasing, and it's a 3-point shot,
yes.
and it counts. It counts. We are into overtime.
Bad back and all, sore ankles, and a buzzer beater for overtime. James Yap. It doesn't get any better than this for the gutsy MVP of Purefoods, who is not supposed to start for this ball game, and what a contribution from James Yap.
Now we've got 5 extra minutes of extension. Here is where the foul trouble of Air 21 is going to be a major handicap.
Rich Alvarez is soaking it in with his new teammates from the sideline. Extra 5 minutes, partner. Our first together for this conference, Mr. Henson. What a game it has been. Look at this. Kirby will miss. Quick to recognize. Excellent tap. And then the turnaround. is converted from the tightest of left corners here at the Araneta Coliseum. Look at this. It doesn't get any tighter than that. Probably half a square meter to work inside. For James Yap, look at this. Look at how tight he has to maneuver. There you go. It drops. Wow.
Well, you gotta love it. James Yap. King James.
And we'll see more of King James in overtime here at the Araneta Coliseum. For the extra 5 minutes, we'll be back.
To go in Filipino style. And the man with a million moves has the ball, and he will try to win the game against Adriano. James Yap. Fire! Oh! Six-up game! Wala na timeout! Ray pass five! And James Yap wins the game for Purefoods. What an ending to this epic game! And when the game is on the line, where do you go? You go to the king! What a shot by James Yap! Yan ang ating Father's Day special. You have a game that goes down the wire, and you have former MVP James Yap hitting the game winner. And the game is specially designed for him. The Purefoods team gave their destiny to James Yap, who will bring them to victory tonight. James Yap, after being failed in his offense in the last two games, erupting for 25 big points, including that game winner. And finally, Ryan Gregory getting to celebrate as time expires. Tapos ang hinagpis ng mga higante, tataw ang Purefoods at burado naman ang mga Barroco as they say goodbye to their two-game winning run. Here's our final score, 93-91 in favor of Purefoods on a game winner by James Yap. What a finish here inside.
What's he gonna do? Kick the soul.
Block! Block! Block!
Magnolia with the ball.
May timeout pa.
It's with Halalo. He'll take a three. Leading forward.
Oh! Oh, yeah!
What a shot. Gio Halalo is owning this second half. World tied up at 85. 3.9 to go. Gio Halalo is the man of the hour. And that
Ingles almost caught with a ball hogging violation. 9 seconds to shoot para sa BEERMEN. James against Chad. James spinning away.
Big
Yes!
shot, James Yap.
Big basket for big game. And Coach Yang Giao will call his final stoppage in this contest. What a shot by James Yap.
All along, para kay Coach Yang Giao, he was seeing the perfect defense mula sa kanyang mga players. Pressure on the basketball, made the ball move around and really forced the action on BMEG, but then it goes to a guy that's a two-time MVP, and he's a guy that can create a shot, just good separation and enough space to knock it down.
The man with a million moves, showing us one of those patented ones, faking a spin, fading away, and he's got now.
Ito na. Paul Lee with the ball. Romeo, baseline attack. Blocked upstairs. Paul Lee will pick it up. Side check. There it goes! Point six. That's eerily similar to a play he had last season with this very same team when he picked it up on the right side and knocked that jumper down. We've seen that before from the lethal weapon.
And you like the focus that Paulie's had. The past two big plays of the Magnolia Hotshots, kasama itong si Paulie. Made a good defensive stop, pushed that basketball up, gave that basketball up dito kay Ian Sangalang to get the 2 points and the foul. And now gave it to Romeo Travis. Romeo Travis missing that, and Paulie running after that basketball and getting that jumper.
Guys, not the quickest player in the league is Paul Lee. But look how he's gonna chase down the ball after it was knocked away. Panoorin nyo, yung bilis niya para kunin ito. Talagang umabot siya rin sa point na yun. Inunahan niya si Kevin Racal.
And that's a difficult shot because he was off balance. And then he had to, get his balance back. In a split second. Pero 1.3 seconds, in-adjust yung oras
In-adjust
natin.
niya, so 1.3. So not out of the woods are the Magnolia Hotshots.
Other than main man, ito si James Yap.
Ito, hinahanapan talaga ng screens ito si James Yap.
Lahat na nga talagang binigyan ng screen si James Yap. They have 10 seconds to shoot. James Yap goes inside. James Yap shoots. It's a basket using the glass. And James Carlos Yap showing us an MVP-like performance here in the ballgame. Walang import, walang problema. Meron naman tayong James Yap para sa Purefoods DJ Giants. Take a look at this move again.
Talagang pinupuntahan niya. Kaya sabi mo kanina, they're looking for their MVP and he does not let them down.
Hindi sila masyado nakakabuslok from beyond the arc. 5 seconds to go. Yap, nita ka ng bola!
Pero kung may natitirang oras pa dyan, ito magandang makita natin. I think meron pa eh.
Ganda nung pagkakawala niya doon. Napakalayong benga doon. Ni James Yap, tuwid na tuwid.
Ang haba pa, ito naman si Dundo pa.
1.8 seconds ang nakikita natin. Pero malalaman natin sa ating mga referees.
Halalon coming over.
Wait for Sanggalang to come up.
Sanggalang and Brondial pagpipilian dumaan kay Ian. Brondial goes to Barroca. Here we go with Mark. I told you! I told you! Mark Barroca with a walk-off hit! Barroca walks it off para dito sa Hotshots. You had it all the way, Coach RG. You were looking for Barroca. Magnolia thinking the same, and Andy Mark delivers at the buzzer. What a shot!
It was just so spectacular from start to finish, and it's just fitting that he gets the last shot and win it all for his team. Great shot for MB, and it's just so nice to see game winners in such a fashion.
Yan po ang ating tunay na lakas move at sa atin ng Cobra Energy Drink. Walang talo ang 13 pesos mo.
You know, Chris Ross rotated to a big man and left the shooter open in the corner.
And hindi na tumakbo mag-recover.
No, but that's not it. I mean, if you're going to choose on rotations, you have to stay with the shooter and let the lesser shooter take that shot in the end game.
And that was supposed to be just a fake rotation to the part of Chris Ross. Obviously, a defensive mistake. He thought probably that wala nang oras ang natitira, and just look at the happiness in the eyes of Coach Chito Victorero.
They executed at the perfection,
yes.
RG.
It was so nice because it started with Gio Halalon trying to find his way to get an open opportunity.
Then Jobs doesn't pull the trigger right away. Looking for a better angle. Yes! Yes!
You've got to be kidding. Back-to-back shots by James Yap under duress.
And San Miguel will utilize that timeout you were talking about. Watch this.
So here's it. James Yap, good defense on the part of San Miguel. 1, 2, 3 guys he had to beat. They knew that he was going to take the big shot. One part is knowing, but the other part is how to stop it. And they just couldn't stop James Yap.
Interesting na kalyado, libre sa ilalim, ano?
bounce pass lang ang mabibigay rito or
Here
short
we go.
pass.
Oh, Santos, huli! Ni Rivas, Rafi Rivas getting it done. Magnolia relying on their defense to steal game number 1.
And that is precisely the reason why you want a person like Rafi Rivas inside for defensive purposes. Remember, this guy has 10 championships stuck under his belt, and he knows how to preserve a victory, and he did it via defense.
They almost had 2 stops there. Banding it away from Junma. Baseline inbound, fresh shot clock. James attacking the one-hander. Gets the basket. Wait, out of a foul.
How many times have we seen big game James rise to the occasion here?
He likes the ball in his hands. I mean, credit also that Maliksi and those guys have James is fresh, and now he's attacking, and he's attacking without mercy. I mean, talk about
5 seconds to go in the fourth and final quarter. Barroca on the move. Blocked by Chua. Here's James for 3. Yes, sir! Brought to you by
you can never leave James Yap open for the 3 points. James, even if he's been missing his shots, even if he is injured, James Yap can knock down all important 3-point shots just like this. Wide open. James Yap for 3 and the 1-point lead.
Down by 1. James Yap fakes. James Yap fires. Yes, sir!
What a fly-by move. James Yap. And if you're ready to shine, alam mo na kung sinong titira.
He did it in game 1, he did it now in game 2, and see it. Nice staggered screen. He's coming in smoothly. He knows Jeff Chan is coming in. 1 ball fake. Calmly swishing it in, guys.
Sadly, Coffee trying to regain the lead.
They want the ball in James' hands.
James Yap for 3. Yes, sir! 3-point shot brought to you by PLDT Home DSL. The #1 home broadband and great game, James. Gives Sadly Coffee a 2-point lead.
The pass coming from Barroca. And it was Harrison Barroca. And nandun yung separation. Was not quick enough to respond to the closeout.
By the way, these two teams are performing dito sa last 2 minutes.
Go back to Bing. James for 3.
Huggins again, trying to save the day for Sandy Coffee.
Begging for it.
Bing against Belga. James will cycle out. James na naman. One more time para ngayon.
From the outside.
I mean, they're not easy shots. I mean, they're handoff. Fade away at that. He really wants it. He's got 10 points here in the 4th.
Play the big risk. Finds a way. Kicks it over to Big Game. He steps back, takes that jumper. He drills it! He drills it for the lead. Sun makes 76, Talking Tech 75. 28 to go. Wow!
Great defense by Talking Tex, but even better offense para sa Sanmig Coffee. James Yap calm, cool, and composed to knock down that 2 points, giving that 1-point lead once again to Sanmig Coffee.
Come out to meet James against Harris. James has to put it up. Yes! James Yap at the buzzer.
Unbelievable.
Steve into the extension. Let's see if it was on time.
He's got to look for the
Oh,
release.
all kinds of time. All kinds of time. 48 minutes was not enough for game number 1. Another 48 minutes here in game number 4. Not enough once again. Sanmig will have 5 minutes to try and book a ticket to the finals, while Talking Tex has 5 minutes to try and come up with sudden death come Friday.
2 points ang lamang ng Talking Tex. BEERMEN with the basketball.
Now with 12.3 seconds to go, you ask the question, will they go for the win or will they go for a tie?
Here we go. Urbistondo to Simon. 10 seconds remaining in the series. They go to James. James to tie. No! And the ball ends up with James Yap. 2 seconds to go. Oh no! Talking Tex wins. The commissioner. Wait a minute. There's a foul. They fouled.
BEERMEN had its chances.
Nakakuha ng offensive rebound. There was a foul on the rebound play. BMEG had his chances. They didn't go for a three-point shot. They were going for an extension. They were going for a tie.
You know, I was halfway through my declaration, but turns out na may foul. There's the miss by James. And then babalik pa kay James tong bola.
And there you go, James Yap. Again, looking for the inside 2 points. They weren't going for a three-point shot. And there was a foul right there.
You know, it was impossible for us to hear the whistle.
Yeah.
But you saw the reaction of Kelly Williams.
If it was Kelly who was called for a foul, that's going to be huge. Because in that kind of situation, pag hindi masyado clear yung foul, dapat huwag na tawagan ng mga referees.
But it looks like a foul has been called. And it will be Denzel Bowles shooting free throws with 1.2 seconds to go. The game is not over.
Wow!
The game is not over. This could go into overtime. One more free throw coming up.
The problem here, if he makes his shot, wala nang timeout yung...
Wala na timeout. The best import of the conference about to take the biggest shot of the tournament.
Or go home.
It looks like we are going to overtime.
1 second to go. Castro! We're going into overtime.
And you've got to credit James Yap. James Yap did not force the outside shot. He went inside. He found Denzel Bowles. Denzel Bowles got fouled with 1.2 seconds to go. You've got to credit James Yap.
But what a call by the referees. What a call by the officials to call that foul on Kelly Williams.
Well, this is how a Game 7 should be. This is how it should be.
And Denzel, right now, I think he's in tears. But we have 5 more minutes to go.